guys, how are you?
Hi, everybody. How are you today? We got some really good stories planned for you today. Two really good stories. One, we're going to talk about the Ray J, Kanye, Kim Ye fiasco that happened last night. Oh my God, that was crazy. Then we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj going off on Garcelle and threatening to take Nosey Heaux to court. So I'm going to go ahead, tell my first story, then bring up Perry and Diva, and then we'll take it from there because this is so much. It's so much, people. It is so much. I don't even have time to say hi. Did you guys notice I don't even say hi? I get straight to the point. Okay, so we all know that Ray J went on social media yesterday, um, calling out the Kardashians. Okay, it was long. It was in depth. I'm here to break it all down. It is a mess, people, and it sent the Kardashians into a panic, and they're trying to do damage control. But let's start with last night. Well, let's start with how it all began. It all began 20 years ago. 20 years ago when Kim released that sex tape. Okay, according to Kim at the time, the tape was, and she didn't say it straight out. She alluded to it was leaked by AJ. That's my real life friend. It was leaked by Ray J, and she was so upset about it. She had no control over it, and she ended up taking Vivid Entertainment to court. That's the lie that she told us back in the day. Okay, and every now and then we get a couple of mumblings about, oh gosh, you guys, I forgot to play my commercial. This is the third day in a row. Let me go ahead and play my commercial and then get back into the story. I'm so sorry. I forgot to do it. I've been forgetting the last three videos. Today's video is sponsored by Monk Pack. This episode is brought to you by Monk Pack. Monk Pack is the delicious, low-sugar, keto-friendly bars that make my day so much better when I'm craving a sweet, healthy snack. Their plant-based and gluten-free bars are the perfect snack for anyone who is trying to eat better or cut back on sugar and carbs without sacrificing taste. Monk Pack's keto granola bars and nut and seed bars only contain 1 gram of sugar, 2 to 3 grams of net carbs, and each bar contains about 150 calories. These bars are so delicious. They taste like some of my favorite candy bars. My favorite is Coconut Cocoa Chip because of its great coconut flavor with the sweetness of chocolate and the satisfying crunch of the nuts. Monk Pack bars come in other delicious flavor like sea salt dark chocolate and caramel sea salt. Plus, they just launched 2 new flavors, peanut butter cocoa chip and dark chocolate cocoa. Also, these bars are not just for people eating keto. They are the perfect snack for anyone looking for a flavorful, great tasting snack with real ingredients and less sugar. These bars are gluten-free, plant-based, non-GMO, and are not sweetened with sugar alcohols. Monk Pack is so confident in their product, it is backed with 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like the product, you can exchange it or receive a refund, whichever you prefer. Go on over to monkpack.com and get 20% off any purchase by using code Sherelle at the checkout, or simply click on the link in the description down below to get 20% off. Okay, you guys, that was a nice video. Thank you so much, Perry, for reminding me. I always forget to play the videos for my sponsorship. But like I said, so back in the day, so allegedly the tape was released by Ray J, and Kim allegedly sued Vivid Entertainment. We'll go on later to describe how there's no papers or lawsuits, but we'll get to that in a minute. So let's move forward to the new millennium. Around 2021, as Ray J has this ex-manager. His name is Whack 100. I'm sure you guys heard about him. He's always on Clubhouse. He's everywhere. Okay. He went on this podcast and he said that there was a second tape out there. Okay. Let me play what he said and how it just put the Kardashians in a panic. Because remember, we're supposed to be remembering this. We're supposed to believe this lie that it was leaked and that she had nothing to do with it. And she was horrified. She did not mention that her mom was a part of the deal, any of that. But there had been a couple of rumblings here and there, like from Sonia, Ray J's mom, and Brandy, saying that Kim leaked her own tape. But that's about as far as they went. Okay, so fast forward to 2021. WAC 100 goes on this podcast and verifies that there's another tape out there. I don't know what happened. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Huh. This always happens. Hold on, guys. Let me try it one more time. You didn't see the sex tape? All I know is this: Kanye holla at me, bro. We got part 2 on the laptop. Ain't never. Okay, here we go. Let's try it this way.
All I know is
you didn't see the sex tape?
All I know is this: Kanye holla at me, bro. We got part 2 on the laptop. Ain't never been seen. We'd love for you to have it. It'd be a great personal private NFT. You know
Wait. So there's another Ray J Kim K sex tape that we haven't seen.
Yeah, that was more graphic and better than the first one.
Is it ever gonna see the light of day?
I mean, I wouldn't, me personally, I would never give it to anybody but Kanye, because he's got kids, a mother, his children. It's a lot of people that didn't try to reach for that.
For a price tag, obviously, Kanye could buy it from you, or would you just give it to him and say,
you know what? I probably would, because it's Kanye. I probably would give it to Kanye because it's Kanye.
Is Ray J in the same mind state as you? Because
that's my little brother. You know, he may.
We might wake up one day and Ray J's like, fuck it.
Nah, because you know,
OnlyFans.com/Ray J.
You gotta remember, Ray J's a father now too.
He is.
You understand what I'm saying? So, and Ray J really
and a boss
is he's a great guy. So I think we would probably gift that to him. You know what I'm saying? If ever that day was to come, we was to set out, we would give that to him. He got children by that woman.
You've seen the part 2?
I mean, we've been in our life 10, 11, 12 years.
So you've seen the unreleased Kim?
Of course. What do you mean?
Wow. And it was better than the first one?
Longer, all that.
Wow. Hey, well, listen, Kanye, tap in with WAC 100.
Yeah, we'll gift that to him. We that's for him. You know what I mean? We can't put that out there in the world like that. Be disrespectful.
Okay, that's what threw the Kardashians into a panic, because they didn't know what WAC was going to do with this tape. Now, if you notice, he says it's on his laptop. So essentially, WAC 100 has the copy of the second sex tape. Okay, WAC is, and he's saying we because at the time he was Ray J's manager. I don't think he's Ray J's manager anymore, but there's no ill will. They're still good friends. WAC is a cool guy. I actually like him a lot. Okay, so he dropped that on that podcast, and Kim went into a panic. She did not want a second tape being released of her or being anywhere. So she just goes with her mom, and they disguise this plan. And what they decided to do was have it. First, they denied it. First, Kim's attorneys came out and said there was no second sex tape. Then they put together this plan. And the plan was, we're going to go on our show. We're going to say that Ray J has the tape and that he's using us as leverage. That's the good word to use. And we're going to have Kanye go over and get the tape. Do you guys remember this? It's so ridiculous and unnecessary. I don't get it. But do you guys remember this scene? It was the premiere show of their Hulu show. Take a look.
Marty, let's say it's a brand new tape that Kim doesn't even know exists. I mean, I'm 99% sure But the fact that these people keep saying they have a tape, what if I was sleeping and he stuck a dildo up my ass? I don't know. Like I'm saying,
I hope you would wake up.
I don't remember anything. It's completely illegal. Have Marty scare the shit out of this guy.
Kanye, really quick.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay though. It's not. You know, on Roblox. You know, Sam was on Roblox yesterday. And a thing popped up and he started laughing and I was like, Mommy, look, and it was a picture of my cry face. And it was a game that someone made of Roblox. And it said Kim's new sex tape. When you clicked on it, thank God he can't read yet. And it's like, over my dead body, is this shit gonna happen to me again? I just want it gone. You know, this is not gonna with me. Like, it's not. So I just want it gone.
I am a mama bear. These are my children. This is my whole life. And it's really hard to see my kids go through stuff like this when people are always trying to attack.
It's just annoying, you know? Like, I almost died when, like, Saint thought it was funny. The one thing that got me kind of just, like, more calm about it was when I was crying, Kanye was like, listen, you have the power. Nothing will cancel you. Stop worrying about the public perception. Like, you know who you are.
All right. See the tears? Now, according to Kanye, Kim knew and the mom knew that Ray J did not have that tape. Ray J felt thrown under the bus, and he knows that Whack 100 has this tape. Okay? Whack 100, that's what he's calling it. So I don't even know what his real name is. So they disguised this plan to go out it on television. And for the longest time, Ray J would say, they would talk about the tape, act like he leaked the tape, and he ignored it at first. But now that he's a dad, he was upset. I don't know if you guys remember this. I talked about how upset he was. He came out publicly and said, Kim is lying. I do not have that tape. And she tried to make me look like I was holding the tape over her head as if I was blackmailing her for something. And I did a video about that. Okay, so why did she do that? I don't know. So every time that Ray J would contact her, she would say, no, it's no big deal. It was a joke. She said it was a joke. And the part about the dildo being up the wazoo, it's all a joke. You know, we are on the same page. We are parents now, and we don't want that tape out there. Okay. But you know, Ray J doesn't have the tape. And if I was Ray J, I would get mad too. So finally, he decided he's going to take some kind of measures behind it. He would call her, she wouldn't call back. He would text her, she wouldn't text back. And she studied aiming the story, studied talking about it, and it was making him mad because he wanted her to stop talking about the tape, and even more, stop dragging my name through the mud. It wasn't until Kris Jenner went on this podcast and talked about the tape again. And not only did she talk about the tape again, she was taking this lie detector test, and she lied to the lie detector test. And the lie detector test, they probably had it all set up saying, yeah, you're telling the truth. And Ray J knew that she was a damn lie. And everybody involved in that lie detector test was a damn lie.
You help Kim release her sex tape.
It's okay. No. No.
True. Of course it's true.
Thank you.
Of course it's true.
Now, can you imagine? You know you're lying. And Ray J's already mad. And I'm thinking they were thinking, Ray J's in this with both of us. With all of us, they know it's a lie. And if I get outed, he'll get outed too. And for some reason, they just kept disrespecting Ray J. Now, that's the nicest person you need to be to is Ray J. Because first of all, that's what launched your career. And it was launched on a bold-faced lie. And according to the rumors, you thought of the idea because your friend Paris Hilton had a sex tape that was out. And you thought it was cool and that it would launch your career the way it did hers. Remember, hers was leaked right before she did The Simple Life? Okay, fine. So Ray J has enough when he see her completely lie about this lie detector test. They kept pushing the envelope. So he comes on. It started out, this It had to be probably about 5 hour rage. Okay. He starts revealing the story of what really happened. So the tape I'm about to show you first is he starts showing text messages of Kim, starting back from the second one where he's trying to talk to her and she's saying, oh, it's just a joke, don't worry about it. And then also times when he's trying to reach out to her, she does not call back. So let's take a listen to this, because this gets deep. And don't forget, the whole time she knows Wack has the second tape. Okay.
Go in more. Cause you see, I tell her like, yo, if somebody don't hit me right back, like if somebody don't hit me back about telling lies about me and y'all know what y'all doing to me, if somebody don't hit me back, I'm spilling it all. And then tell everything that happened. My story don't change. And y'all calling me. That's my phone. If y'all calling me, that's my phone. Now, this just common sense, y'all. This just common sense. I'm gonna turn my phone off. This just common sense, right? If she never had nothing to do with it, then why would you even fucking respond? Oh yeah, it's Ray J. If you don't know who this is. 2 hours later. 2 hours later. 2 hours later. Why you sorry? If I'm the wrong person, why are you sorry for anything? I'm a deadbeat, right? I put this shit out without you noticing. We never talk since. I'm the enemy. I discuss you. You don't ever want me around anybody that you do business with. You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to do none of that. Do you? But you sorry. Now you trying to work it out. Now you trying to play like the Roblox thing was actually real when you heard the spokesperson from Roblox say that's impossible.
Okay, so I showed you the scene where it was on her show and she said now she's on Roblox and she was crying and she acted like all this was new. I'm not going to play that whole tape from Ray J. It was hours long, hours, but he started laying out the receipts and she starts calling when she realizes that you're on the shade room and everyone's watching this. I think it was like 1 million people seen it. It was a lot. And then she calls and then he starts declining the calls. Then he tried to call her back and she had blocked him. This is where the panic sets in because they're going to look like bold-faced liars at this point. He goes on to say that not only was there one sex tape, there's 2, 3 in total. An intro, then the one that we seen, and then another one. He says that it was all orchestrated by Chris. We knew that. We've heard that rumor before. We heard that rumor before. So he starts dropping facts. So the first thing he shows, he puts down the contract. I'll get that in a minute. The contract, and he says each movie has a name. I can't find it right now. I'll put that down in a minute because I want to show you this. Then after he lays down the contract, shows you the contract. Now I got to go find this contract because this is legit. He's not making this up. This was a real contract, pages, everything. And not only that, he went over the signatures. He showed how this is her signature and this is what she wrote in her portion. And not only that, he had to give her permission to sign his part so they could release it. So if it's something that you just found and leaked out, there wouldn't be a contract. Here's the contract. Put the contract up here because Ray J was not playing with her. He was not playing. He put the contract down, and don't forget, the whole time everyone knows who has the tape and where it is. It's Wack, the one that originally said on the podcast, I have the tape. It's on my laptop. So here is a copy of the contract that he put down. Notes that she gave to her. These are the numbers of the tape. It's Cabo 1. It's an intro. Number 2 is Cabo 2. Number 3 was Santana. I can't remember. There's another name after Santana. Okay, so they've named They've named the videos. This was orchestrated all by Kris Jenner because they wanted to follow in the footsteps of Paris Hilton. This is when it really gets crazy, though. I want you guys to listen to this tape. Whew. It is, he releases some unknown parts that we did not know. Just take a listen to this.
Kim Kardashian got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two, when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that should say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, they call Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the motherfucker and said, hey, we're gonna go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision. And then you get on whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud.
Woo! The mom watched the sex tape, picked which one would show her daughter in a better light. I love my son. I'll do anything for him. But that, how sick is Kris Jenner? How sick is Kris Jenner? She watched the sex tapes, picked which one she thought portrayed her daughter in a better light. I can't. What? Huh? Not only that, he just goes into how calculated this really was and how he tried to work things out with them, how she just kept blaming him for everything, dogging him out, wanting us to think that he was holding this over his head. And she would come out and say things like, I'm 99% sure that there's a sex tape, that there's not a sex tape out there. But, you know, I might have forgot. You haven't forgot, because Whack 100 scared the living daylights out of you. He said he will not release the tape. There was no need for these lies. Why did you have to bring it out on the show? You're already famous. You already ran Ray J's name through the mud. I don't understand what you're all about, Kim. The Kardashian clan. They are a bunch of liars. Now, the rumor got out that while Ray J was doing this, allegedly, Kim calls Page Six and Kris, and begged them not to run the story. They're used to having their way. They ran the stories. They're in a panic. They're thinking, what way can we sue Ray J? Because there's no NDA. But if you sue Ray J, put this in court and let it all come out. I'm sure Whack wouldn't mind testifying. They are just the most corrupt, disgusting group ever. And even worse is the public bought it. They became stars for lying and having your mom produce a sex tape. Your mom. There were scenes they had to reshoot. It was a full-on Vivid Entertainment ordeal. And now the owner of Vivid Entertainment says he doesn't wish to comment, but he doesn't release any videos without a signature. So that's his way of saying, yes, Kris was involved. Kim was involved. Ray J was involved. And you guys thought you guys can cut him out. This is why Kanye is so protective of his children. It could be, speaking of Kanye, Kanye knew that Whack had the tape. Kanye was a part of the plan. And especially the lying episode. That's what I'm going to call it. The lying episode. He carried on with it. He carried on with it because he loved Kim. Do you guys remember when Kanye went on Jason Lee's channel? Here we go. Just take a listen to this. I hope it's loud so we can hear it. Hold on.
And Kanye West, who has legally changed his name to Ye, sat down for his latest interview with the Hollywood Unlocked podcast, where he addressed Kim's new romance with Pete Davidson before claiming he personally retrieved a laptop from Ray J and delivered it to Kim Kardashian the day after her SNL hosting gig.
You know, how you gonna bring me to SNL and kiss the dude you dating right in front of me. And everybody's like, oh, that's cool. After I went and got the laptop from Ray J myself that night, right? And then got on a red eye. I met this man at the airport, then got on a red eye, came back, delivered it to her at 8 a.m. in the morning. And then I gave it to her and she cried when she saw it. You know why she cried when she seen that laptop? Because it represents how much she's been used. Mm-hmm. It represents how much people didn't love her and they just saw her as a commodity.
People or her family?
I'm just saying that in general because I would rather make that general statement because I'm not here to be mean and be overly specific about that.
Can we just go back to the beginning of that clip where he said, how could she go and kiss another after she was acting? You're separated.
So there you have it.
Anyway, now after that interview, a rep for Kim denied that a second sex tape existed, explaining.
Kanye continued to lie for Kim. Even though she was doing him wrong. Because don't forget, Pete Davidson knew Kanye. That was Kanye's friend. But he kept it going. He shoot the stupid scene. And allegedly at the end of the scene, he gets the copies from Ray J. But that's not how it went down. Allegedly, Whack 100 still has the tapes. And Kim's a damn liar and in panic mode right now of what she's going to do. Let me bring up my panel. Hey, Diva. You're on mute.
Hey, Sherelle.
Hey, Perry.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Diva?
Kim's a damn liar. And she expects everyone around her to lie. Why did Kanye lie for her?
Well, shit. You know what? Kim got that way with Kanye to make him do a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, he had the babies with her, did all this stuff. I think he was trying to either get back in good graces or something with him. I'm not sure. But that mama is a trip anyway. But go ahead.
Diva, what do you think about the news that she produced it, she watched it, she told Ray J which one to put out. They decided which one to put out. She decided which one to put out that would portray her daughter in a better sex light. What?
Well, you know what? I wholeheartedly believe it. I'm gonna tell you why. If there's couples that make their own sex tapes, right, just for their own enjoyment or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. But when you got a highly produced sex tape, somebody had a camera, okay? Somebody was directing it. And like he said, they was like, when she watched it, she was like, no, do this part over, do that over, whatever. And I saw way back when on Vlad TV, that producer from Vivid said he got the signatures. He said it on that. He said, I cannot put out anything without signatures. He said, I would have been got sued. Right. So he said, something would have been happened to me if I just put this thing out without having all the proper signatures. He said, I've been doing business for years and I would never put out a tape without having the appropriate signatures on it. And he named some other people where he got sex tapes. You know, people have sent them their sex tapes, but he said, I can't just put those tapes out there.
Well,
go ahead, Perry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy for me with the mama, right? So she's supposedly, allegedly produced this tape. And she got a temperament when things don't go her way. So could you imagine them in there and she holding the camera? No, I said do it like this. No, that's not. Let me show you. Did she actually go and demonstrate?
Let me show you.
I don't know. Who goes through the tape and no, this is the best one. No, I was using a better position there.
You're right.
It just don't make sense to me, but it made them a lot of money, allegedly.
Allegedly, they're probably one of the richest reality TV stars she is out there. I mean, 100%. Those poor little people on 90 Day Fiance only get $1,000 an episode. They're bringing in the millions.
Millions. And you know what, Sherelle? I think the reason why Kanye did it is because, one, it was his kids. Two, he was trying to get back in because he still loves Kim. I mean, you know, they was together all that time, but remember all of your the people, they were like, no, those Kardashians, they be getting them men under their spell. You know, I'm starting to lean on their side now because
it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And now they don't know what to do. And they're trying to think of reasons to sue Ray J. Sue him, Kim. That would be your third dumbest mistake. Sue him. And let's all get this out in the open. I'm tired of the lies.
Yeah. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being pissed, though. I'd be pissed too. Because all these years, everybody thought that he leaked it. He went with it. He said he went with it.
Right.
But then for you to come back and have a fake lie detector test, all these
The
things.
lie detector test.
It's just too much.
On.
It's just too much for me. I mean, because I'm sure those results should have been a whole lot different. Why the fuck you lying?
It's so
ridiculous.
I just can't believe it. Those lies are out there, but at the end of the day, WAC still has the video. So she's still in a panic. Ray J has called her out. There has not been a statement issued yet. The rumor is they're thinking of ways to clean damage control. They're trying to find some way to clean this up. But here's the thing, Kardashians, no, specifically to you, Chris. If you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie to come. You're in over your head. Are you going to keep lying about this? You're on a national television show pretending to take a lie detector test. Girl, stop. Get out of here.
Stop.
You are ridiculous. She's ridiculous.
She tried to make it look innocently, you know, like, but still trying to reconfirm that no, that boy leaked the tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, still going on with the thing. Maybe she needed for a storyline for the second season.
It's so ridiculous. I've had enough, people. Enough. So that's what's going on. Now we have to sit back and see how they react. Actually, they would have to pull a rabbit out of the hat. I don't know how you clean this up. I really don't.
You
have
know
an idea?
No. But I don't understand what the big deal is. Like, why are they making such a big deal out of it?
I'll tell you why it's a big deal. When's the last time you looked at your son's sex tape?
I haven't. Listen.
You don't. It just shows how sick Kris Jenner is. Anything for fame. You're looking at your daughter with her ass in the air and her legs out.
Right.
Okay.
And you will say, can you reshoot that, please? I need you to come in at this angle.
Right.
No, but I'm thinking, why did they bring it back up? Like, why now? Like, why are you pulling all this out now? And Des said keep saying, oh, just Ray J. Like, who would believe that this man just had a camera himself and he did all of this to Kim and he filmed 3 videos?
It's a mess. They're liars. I don't believe a word they say. They're disgusting. All right. So Nosey just came backstage. Let's move on to another topic. Okay. This is really good. Hey, Nosey.
Hey, y'all.
I invited you to come on the show. Sure. I can't wait. Let me explain to the audience what's going on. Okay, so you guys know we review Real Housewives of Beverly Hills weekly. It's getting out of control. We all know that Diana allegedly, because you know she's trying to sue people these days, allegedly hired her and Lisa Rinna, the bots, to go to Garcelle's son Jack's comment section saying all these racially things and whatnot. Okay. Fast forward. Let me put this up here. Nicki Minaj gets upset. I'm not making this up, people. I'm not making upset. Mad at Garcelle because she didn't act like she was that caring when her son was talked about. Have I got this right, Nosey?
She said she feels like Garcelle didn't have any sympathy for her when people were talking about how her son might end up being a predator like his father.
Hold on, let me keep going. Okay, so then she releases this. Let me take that down. She says this on Twitter. Let me play this for you. I'm getting too much stuff on the screen. Here we go.
Kim Kardashian got her handwriting.
They wanted ratings. And the next thing that happened to them, they were canceled. And now this lady is on one of the Real Housewives talking about, leave my son alone. Don't leave comments under my son's page. Bitch, if you can't feel this, stand a motherfucking heat. Get the fuck out the kitchen, bitch.
Wow.
Do you care about my motherfucking son, bitch? Did you care about my motherfucking son, hoe? I see why that white man left you, bitch.
She's talking to Garcelle.
Wow.
Oh, hold on. Is there more?
But I always tell you guys.
Oh, yeah. So here's what she's mad about. She's mad at Garcelle because Garcelle brought Jennifer Hough on the show when The Real was on. It's not even on anymore. It's canceled. And did you see the way she's talking to Garcelle?
Yeah.
It gets worse. She's mad at bloggers, right? Nosy, let's pick it up from here. She's mad at bloggers. Why?
She's mad at bloggers because, well, she's mad at me in particular because, you know, I was the first one to really like bring Jennifer Hough to light. People talked about Jennifer Hough, but she came on my channel. The reason Jennifer came on my channel is because she made a video on her own on YouTube, and Barbs were in her chat threatening her, and somebody sent the video to me. So I went over in the chat and I told them, I'm going to tell this story on my channel and y'all need to stop threatening this woman. I'm not scared of y'all. So when Jennifer saw that, she came on my channel and she started talking to me, telling me everything that Kenneth Petty did to her. By the way, that video is on my website, NoseyHeauxLive.com, the first time Jennifer came on my channel. So Nikki hates me because it was me and my subscribers that kept pushing that Surviving the Petty's hashtag, and that's how Jennifer ended up on The Real anyway. Okay, so she's very upset because people even gave Jennifer any kind of attention at all or listen to her story. She's mad that The Real actually picked it up because she wanted this to just be a small little thing that YouTubers talked about. But when Jennifer went on The Real, because of us pushing that hashtag, that made so many people pay attention to that story. And after that story, people started saying that, you know, Nikki should be ashamed of herself having a baby with that man who was a convicted rapist. So that's why she's mad about the baby thing. But Garcelle never mentioned her son ever. She never said anything about that girl. None of them on that show said anything about her son. So I'm now say this.
She wants you to shut up, and now she wants to sue.
Yeah.
Now make this make sense, Nikki. No one's allowed to give their opinions. Ever since that Tasha K case, and we called it, we nailed it. We said every time somebody has a problem with bloggers now, they're going to threaten to sue.
Yeah.
She's mad because Jennifer Hough that went on the now canceled Real.
Right.
You talked about it last night for 5 hours, right?
Oh, no, I talked about Kanye for 5 hours. I didn't go in on Nikki. I found out about the Nikki shit today. I talked about Kanye for 5 hours last night. I didn't get on Nikki.
It's crazy. Diva, what's wrong with Nikki? Why won't she let this go? Don't even talk about it anymore.
Cocaine.
Oh, wait, hold. What'd you say?
This is Nosy talking. That don't blame Sherelle, but the problem is cocaine. We saw it running out of her nose on her live on Instagram. We saw Nikki live on Instagram with coke running out of her nose. I saw it. We all saw it. Everybody talked about it. Nikki gets high and she gets brave and she starts talking crazy. And this is Nosy saying that. Nobody else is saying it. It came from me. If she got a problem with it, you can sue me. And I'm going to go in court and put up those videos of that cocaine running out your nose.
Oh my God. Wow. Nosy, are you sure this happened?
Everybody saw it, and then Nikki addressed it, and she got on live the next day and said that no, it's my allergies, and no, we were cleaning with bleach. She had like 3 different excuses. It was her allergies, it was bleach, and then it was something else. No, Nikki, I know a cokehead when I see one. Whitney was a cokehead. We saw Whitney, but her coke ran out of, it was running out of her nose, and she kept sniffing it back up because, you know, coke is expensive. So when people do that coke, they don't want to let it run out. They want to keep it up there. Now, everybody saw this. She did it twice. The night that she was on with Bia and the night that she brought Lil Wayne on her Instagram, she had cocaine running out of her nose. We all saw it. And she addressed it. So I want her to sue me and tell me that I didn't see that coke. I'm going to roll that beautiful beam footage in court and let them see that there was cocaine running out that woman's nostrils.
Wow.
And don't sue Sherelle because Nosey Live said it, and I stand on it. She is an unhinged powder head. If she would get off that coke for a little bit, and see, it's hard to tell she's on that coke because she's so big and round. She's snowman built, but she's on cocaine.
And you seen this? You're saying this is not a rumor. This is something you've seen.
No, we all saw it. I showed the video. No, is there anybody in the comments that saw that Instagram live that Nicki Minaj did twice with coke running out of her nose, and then she got back on Instagram and addressed it because so many blogs was calling her a cokehead. So she had to address it, and she blamed it on allergies. Then she blamed it on bleach, and it was something else that she blamed it on. People saw that.
Woo! Well, okay, Nikki. I mean, Nosey, how come you're not scared of Nikki?
Because Nikki ain't, who is she? Everything that I say, I can back it up. I can put up the proof. I'm not a liar. One thing, I have a loud mouth. I'm very bold. I'm an Aquarius. We're very bold, outspoken people. So I'm going to say it even if people don't like it. The one thing I am not is a liar. Nobody has ever been able to call me a liar. Just because I'm a loud mouth and outspoken does not mean that I don't have integrity. I do. I don't lie on people. I'm not going to go and just make up lies on people. We saw it. We saw the cocaine running out of her nose, and she tried to play it off. And then she said that it wasn't cocaine. It was pills that she chopped up and snipped. So she had all kinds of excuses. She talks about the pills in her music. But either way, everybody knew that it was coke. We saw how she was acting. I've been around people who've done coke. I know what it looks like. Okay, and we saw Whitney Houston high on coke for years. We know what cocaine looks like. Nikki has a problem. She has a problem. She needs to go deal with the fact that that man that she's with is a convicted predator. He's convicted. He pled guilty. He went to jail. He registers as a sex offender every year. That's not our fault that you married him. You are Nicki Minaj. You are a megastar, and you attach yourself and your legacy to that. Then you deal with the consequences of it.
Why do you think she went after Garcelle?
Because she's everybody that's on the real, she's angry at them. Nicki Minaj, the whole cast. She has a problem with grudges. To this day, she's still mad at Cardi B. Let it go. Cardi B has paid homage to her. She said how Nicki Minaj was the only one in the game that was killing it at one time. Cardi has moved on, had another baby, and now here talking about WAP. And Nicki is still mad at Cardi. She holds grudges forever. Let it go, Nicki. Let it go. She's still mad at Lil' Kim because she wanted to be Lil' Kim, and people pointed that out. To this day, she's still mad at Lil' Kim about that. She's a very spiteful woman. What
does Garcelle have to do with this? Just because I'm confused.
I think that when the whole thing happened with Jax, and Garcelle was like telling people to leave her son alone, the only thing Nikki could think was, well, you didn't care about my son, and she's still holding on to that. It's not just personal against Garcelle. It's everybody that ever gave Jennifer Huff a platform. She hates all of them.
Harry,
yep.
Do you feel that Garcelle is unfairly targeted? I really don't see the connection.
Yeah, I mean,
come on, she's doing her job.
It's just making sense if she's upset with her for having the girl on the show. That's the only thing I can think of. But it's not justified to go after somebody's kid like that. I mean, it's another reason.
Diva?
You
Nosey
know
has told us a lot today.
Listen, you know what? At the end of the day, she mad at herself. You want to sit there because here's the thing. What she should be mad at herself is what I should have said, right? Mm-hmm. You want to listen. We all pick our partners, right? Mm-hmm. When you selected him and you said I do to him, you knew what you was getting yourself into. But she thought her money, and he probably thought her money was going to trump everything. But what they didn't understand is that, you are still who you are. And people don't like, unfortunately, he's considered a predator. He's considered an offender, right? Mm-hmm. And he has to register. And if he would have simply just registered and followed the rules, your money didn't trump the rules. Just because you married Nicki Minaj doesn't mean you could trump the rules. If he would have simply just registered, all of this probably wouldn't be going on right now. But because he failed to register and then he was driving with no license, Then you got pulled over and boom, you got yourself in a mess. So she wants to come after everybody, but you sleeping with the enemy.
Damn.
The problem is the person you laying next to at night, not everybody else. So what she's trying to say is pretty much what Garcelle and everybody that was on the real is, y'all let this woman come on the platform. They was at a job, okay? They had a job to do. Producers got that person there. What you going to say that day? Oh, I'm not working today because y'all got this chick and I'm standing by Nikki. No, if everybody, you have a platform where everybody's allowed to tell their story, then you got to let people come and tell their story. So she shouldn't be mad at them. Be mad at the man and the decision you made. And no matter how much you want to erase the past, you can't erase what happened. Now, whether you want to say this man did or didn't do it, it's kind of almost null and void now because he pleaded guilty. He did his time. And you got to deal with what you got to deal with now, right? So that's your baby's father. And even if this never came out any other way, somebody's always going to find out, because now with this internet, all people got to do is simply do a Google search and boom, they're going to get a whole lot of information. When he stepped in to be your husband, he knew he was marrying Nicky Minaj, a household name. So it was going to be what it was. And now y'all got to deal with it.
I don't even understand why she's so mad. You can't control what people say. Like you said, he was convicted. She just wants this to go away and act like the conviction didn't happen. Nikki, you can't go around just, what's the word I'm looking for? Raging on people because they did their job, or they bring up Jennifer Huff, or they bring up your husband. You just can't do that.
She gonna be fighting the rest of her life. She gonna be fighting the rest of her life. Yeah. And here's the thing, Sherelle. Let's pretend that this miracle happens and the story is recanted. Guess what? People are still after that gonna believe what they believe, and some are still gonna call your husband XYZ, and others are gonna call him say he's not. So it doesn't. The scarlet letter is on his back. They're not gonna be able to erase it.
Nosey, do you still have a link to the video where it was rolling down her nose?
It should be. Was it on my old channel or this one? I'll look on the channel that I have now, but I think that was on my channel that got deleted. I'm gonna check but I know I have it on my thing. I know I saved that video. It was live. You can find it everywhere. It was a live that she did when she talked about seeing green. Right? It was a Seeing Green live. And then there was a live that she did with the rapper Bia. Both of those lives, she was high as a kite. Everybody was in the chat like, yo, she really got coke running out of her nose. It should be everywhere on YouTube, because the barbs are really unhinged. So if Nikki just goes on live and just burps, they're going to record that and put it on YouTube. So you can find it anywhere, honestly. But I know I have it on my drive.
Shauna's saying it's on YouTube. But go to Nosey's channel. Nosey has all of her evidence over there. You have the interview with Jennifer Huff. Do you still have that interview?
Yeah, that's on my website.
Nosey, the last time I was on your channel, she came up on your panel, and she likes you a lot. She's very fond of you, and you was very sympathetic to her. Is that one of the reasons Nikki is going after you? What?
Yeah, because nobody knew who Jennifer was. See, this is why Nikki's really mad. Nikki got on Queen Radio before anybody knew who Jennifer Huff was. When she first got with that predator that she's with, and people were asking her, why are you married to this rapist? She got on Queen Radio and told everybody that Jennifer Huff was a white woman, that she was older than Kenneth Petty, and that they were in a relationship. She was his girlfriend, and that her parents got mad or something, and that's why they had him arrested for rape. So when I brought Jennifer out, I showed that Nikki didn't know what she was talking about. Jennifer is the same age as Kenneth, not older. She's biracial, not white, and she was never in a relationship with that man. That's why she hates me, because she wanted to make the world think this is just some big lie, and I brought to the surface that nope, this woman is saying that she's the same age as him. She was never in a relationship with him. He got her from a bus stop, pulled a knife on her and took her from a bus stop to his house. And she's not white. She's biracial and raised by black people. So how's she a white woman? She wanted to Emmett Till that boy. She wanted to make him out to be just like Emmett Till that was lied on by an older white woman. That's what she wanted to do. And I showed that was not true. That's why she hates me. And I told the Daily Beast the same thing. She was trying to make Kenneth Petty an Emmett Till victim. He's not. He's not a victim. He's a rapist who got that girl from a bus stop and took her to his house and violated her. That's what he is. That's what he is. Because I want to. Latavia. Hashtag
Oh, that's my girl. She's just asking. No, Nosey's telling the truth and just passionate about what she's talking about.
I sure am, and I'm gonna keep saying it because what happened to that woman is wrong. And Nikki is still to this day, she won't leave that woman alone. Move on. Jennifer has gone back into the shadow. She's minding her business, and Nikki still cannot move on from that because she's bothered because people won't let her live that down. That's who she ended up with and had a baby by. Out of all the options that she could have had in the world, you choose a bomb selling clothes out of his car at a pumpkin drive, at a damn Thanksgiving turkey drive. Girl, girl,
who told you that?
That's what happened. She told it. You know, he was her boyfriend when she was like 14, but at the time he was a 20-year-old adult. Yeah. So he went to prison. They lost contact. They met back up at a turkey drive in Queens.
All right, look, I got, as expected, I got a long line. Nose, you want to stick around and help answer questions?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going though.
We got a lot. Hi, Toria. How are you?
Hi, baby. Hi, Perry. Hi, Diva. Nosey is telling the truth. I seen the coke coming out her nose. She tried to lie. Nosey is not lying about a damn thing. And Lone Star Wolf, I don't know who you are, but Nosey is not a liar.
It's on tape. Hey, Val, where you been? Sound off. Can you hear me?
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Look, this is so bad. Yeah, I hear all y'all. Can you hear me?
Very good.
Let me tell you something. Look, Nosey has said a whole bunch, and like she said, if I'm lying, show me I'm lying, because she can show you she's telling the truth. But I'm just cracking up because Nikki is an internet thug that's gonna always be your baby daddy, and he gonna always did what he did. And I'm so tired of Nikki going after everybody that has something to say about her, but she can talk about everybody else. Who is she? She's a coward. She can't whoop nobody's ass. All she do is talk shit about everybody on the internet. And now when she being talked about, then what? You had Safari that used you. All you did was just give you dick and use you. So now you got him that came out of jail, that you taking care of him. You can't have a decent man because ain't no man gonna put up with your bullshit. Okay, so let's just call it what it is. You went at the Garcelle because why? You didn't go after none of the white women on the panel. The whole thing was it ain't Garcelle show. Garcelle
she didn't go, but you said Nosey that she's mad at the whole cast though, and just had an opportunity to exclude Garcelle.
Yeah, because Garcelle going viral about her son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what she said to what I just played was awful to say that to Garcelle. Garcelle isn't even like that. Garcelle is mild and laid back, and
they all have kids. If she wants to say something, she'd have said something about all the rest of the cast too. She's gonna pick on who she feels is an easy target because she's a coward. She is a coward. That's gonna always be your baby daddy. And if you don't like your baby daddy, you should watch who you sleep with. Simple as that. And she's a clown. She's a clown.
Exactly.
That's all I want to say. She's a clown. And for Ray J, I met Ray J in person. Ray J is a very nice person. The thing is, he was young. He did something stupid. Who wasn't trying to run up in something? Kim letting you run up in her. Don't do that. Don't put it in my mouth. No. So now they made their money off of it. Well, what kind of mama are you to sit up there and to tape your daughter having sex with somebody? You shouldn't even have sex at that age. But your mama want to make money off of you. That's the same way she did. Let me teach you how to do it. I taught it. Ask OJ how she taught him. That's what you do. Ask OJ. Ask OJ. No, that's serious. I'm serious. You don't make that joke about it. I always say, well, when it comes to being a black girl, first thing our mama teach us how to do is cook before we leave the house. First thing you do when you're a white girl, before you leave the house, your mom teach you how to suck a dick. I'm just saying, the thing you teach your kids to do, you want to make money off what you taught your kid to do. Okay, but if they was all black, they'd be in jail. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's just the truth. So you did it. We got proof you did it. Ray J is tired of being the little target that they want to sit up there and ping on instead of telling the truth about everything. He's tired, and I don't blame him.
All right,
Ray J is on Love and Hip.
Because I got a long line.
Ray J's on Love and Hip Hop Miami, and he brought this out the last 2 weeks in a row. His friend made a joke that there might be a third sex tape. That's how this all came about. He called Kanye and told him, meet me at the airport. I'm going to give you all the stuff that I have, pictures, just pictures and stuff and everything. And Kanye agreed not to tell anyone they were meeting, not to tell Kim where he got the stuff, to leave him out of it. And Ray J and
why was he? Kanye was a part of the show that said he was going to meet to get the stuff. So what? Kanye is lying.
This is what I'm saying. Kanye is lying. Ray J said he's pissed at Kanye, and Nori from Drink Champs is going to try to get Ray J and Kanye together because Kanye stabbed Ray J in the back by going on the show and using them tapes that he gave him as a storyline. And he was so livid. He was crying on Love and Hip Hop, talking to Princess. And he said he's going to tell it all. He's tired of them using him. He's just going to tell it all. And Nori told him, just tell it all.
He told it. Go ahead, Val, and then we'll end it there.
Yeah, because I'm gonna head out. The thing is, Ray J is telling you, wasn't nothing on that laptop. That's why he gave it. That's why he gave it to him. Wasn't nothing on there. That's why he gave it to him, and he already had proof. He already said Kim had extra stuff that she had in a box that she used to keep under her bed when they was growing up, because there was kids keeping stuff under their bed. That was Kim. Okay. Plus two, now it all has came out about the person that gave the lie detector test. It goes to show he's not a credible lie detector person. And then anybody can pass the lie detector test. All you got to do is keep calm, because it tests your nerves, when your reactions. So if you believe in your mind that lie that you done told, hell yeah, the needle not gonna jump. You not jumping and the needle not jumping. Simple as that. Okay, I'm going.
That's why lie detectors are not admissible in court, because they're not accurate.
Well,
bye y'all. Bye y'all. See y'all later.
Bye.
All right, take care.
Look at this. Someone said,
bye, Cheryl.
Thank you, Tori. I appreciate you calling in.
Bye, Nosy.
Bye, y'all.
Okay. Someone says, I'm a white girl and I did not learn how to give a BJ. I learned how to cook first.
Not if you're a Kardashian, because remember, Kris Jenner's mom kind of pimped her out too, and allowed Kris Jenner. Yeah, she allowed her to go live with a grown man when she was like 16. And then she ended up meeting Rob Kardashian and went to live with him. They were talking about that on my channel last night.
Oh so my God. You bring the tea. Really?
Yeah, that's what they were saying on my channel last night. You know, we was live for 5 hours talking about them Kardashians.
I can't do the marathons. 5 hours?
Oh.
Yes, it got real messy over there.
Hey, AJ.
Hey, Sherelle. Hi. Just wanted to say, oh my God. All of you agree with you. Kris Jenner is probably the worst to do it as a mother ever. And it's a little bit vile. And like, I like Ray J. I do like Ray J. But it takes like a certain type of person to be at the level of the Kardashians. Because you have to like really swallow your pride, do things unethically.
You need to date them and marry them.
Yeah, and also like what they did with the sex tape. I mean, the sex tape is just a little bit much. Now I'm thinking, I don't know what would be the problem if it was released. I mean, it wouldn't damage them.
You want them to release the third tape?
I mean, I think Ray J should. I don't think they should. I think Ray J should.
AJ, why do you want the tape released?
Well, not for me, obviously. I wouldn't have any pleasure looking at it. But I'm thinking for Ray J's sake, because, like, you know, Ray J, I know he's rich compared to me, but compared to the Kardashians, he's broke.
Oh, you want him to release it so Ray J could get paid? Tell the truth.
Yeah, because I feel like he's been cheated out.
Yeah,
he's been actually being cheated out.
Yeah.
They were founded by the other Lucifer, Ryan Seacrest, who then created them and put them on the show. And and he had to watch them for 15 years or however how long, to get to where they got to. And Ray J, he missed a lot of opportunities because he came a few years ago. This show called Celebrity Big Brother over the UK, and Ray J was offered £1 million to come over for, I think it was only 3-4 weeks, and he only lasted because they wanted like the gossip about the Kim Kardashian,
And
the
he didn't
sex
do
tape.
it.
Well, no, he only lasted 2 days.
Oh,
And then
damn.
he left allegedly, and then he wasn't paid. They took that money back from him. But I'm just thinking, you know, he needs to be a little bit more consistent, and maybe because he's angry, and
Well,
understandably.
wouldn't you be? I'd be angry too.
Of course I would be. Look at them. I mean, how they are now. Like they are like superstars, and they don't have any talent.
Denzel, sound off.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good.
How are y'all doing?
Good.
I used to like the Kardashians, but I don't anymore. They are liars and they need to be off TV.
Well, they're kind of off. They're on the app.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on. They on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they need to be.
£100
Well, they need to be off of that.
I mean,
though, like she lied about revenge porn and sodomy. Like, I don't know if we can say that word. I don't want to get your channel in trouble. Well, S word. But she lied about something serious that women have gone through. So they kind of do need to cancel them and take them off. Thing. Women have gone through that. You don't lie about that.
Yeah.
What are they What talent do
of that? Or?
What talent do they have?
Talent. I think maybe
being
it's
relevant, that's their talent. Like that is a talent in itself. You've got to keep yourself fresh. That's why they're getting the surgery. People really are interested in like their fashion, their makeup line. Like Kylie Jenner is a billionaire. This is no joke.
So they say they lie a lot.
They
They also said that they sold the first sex tape for $5 million. Turned out it was $450,000.
No, that's not what happened, Sherelle. So what happened? She didn't say she sold the sex tape for $5 million. She said that she sued the person who put the tape for $5 million because she didn't want it out. So that's the story that they spun. She was like, I'm going to just say I did not ever want this to be released. I sued for $5 million. I got the $5 million and went away. The whole time she signed a contract to have it released for $400,000.
How come nobody looked into the lawsuit? Like, no, everybody just went away.
Well, the same way, Sherelle, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Diva. Go ahead.
Oh, the same way that they get on this show and with this phony lie detector test. Because listen, they got the money to pay people. It's messy, right? So the thing that somebody might have looked into it, but the story might have got squashed. Just like you said, they called Page 6 for TMZ, not to even speak about what Ray J was putting out. They are in people's pockets because that whole thing was such a phony fraud. I saw that and was like, come on now. Oh, I'm cleared. I told you I didn't have nothing to do with releasing this sex tape with Kim. Come on now. I think Ray J is pissed because it's like, all right, listen, y'all, because I was quiet and I chilled about the tape in the past, but now y'all taking it to a whole nother level. And I got family and I got kids too. So it's not just your kids that matter. My kids matter too. And I'm a dad. So you're not going to sit here and consistently act like, oh, I just did all of this to Kim and I put this tape out and now I'm trying to put another tape out and destroy her life. No, we're not about to do that. So guess what? Y'all gonna see the text messages. Y'all gonna see that, you know what? Y'all want to play ball? I'm gonna play ball too. I'm gonna show all my text messages to the world on the social media. You're not gonna have time to stop it. And that's why Kim was trying to call him while he was doing it in real time. Because she knew the truth.
And he's not even spoke about it.
How do y'all know that this is not karma for Ray J? Because didn't Ray J keep messing with Kim after Kim stole $700,000 from his mama? Is that how that happened?
That's what we heard.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but they've been dating Nosey, but they've been together like since they were really, really young. Like they've been together for like many years.
That's fine, but
so their relationship was so complicated.
But she thought it must be a family, and you still go and continue to be with her. Okay.
Ray J. I called you Ray J. AJ. AJ and Denzel, thank you so much for calling, and I appreciate the call.
Can I say something real quick, Sherelle? I want to say something about Nicki Minaj. Real quick about what's her name, Kim Kardashian. Did you see her fake cry?
We seen it.
That was terrible. All the Kardashians, they need to go. They are liars. Nicki Minaj, real quick. Y'all should go. y'all should go to her Twitter. And she said, Nosy, you should go onto her Twitter. And she said, if you pull up her Twitter now, Nicki Minaj said that I just sent it to my lawyer. Thanks, Barb's. She
Oh,
wasn't a part.
Nosy, what did she? Thank you for bringing that up. What did Nicki Minaj mean by that? She just
So
said what?
earlier, she posted either last night or early.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, you're fading out. Denzel, I gotta drop you. Thank
Okay,
you so much
thank
for
you.
calling. Okay,
Thank you.
it's hard to hear. Go ahead.
Okay. I think that's her. She's on her mic, I think. The person next to me. Okay. Yeah, so it was either last night or earlier today. She posted that that the Barbs sent folder. Well, the Barbs first were posting my videos and my old videos, my old channel on Twitter, and saying, Nikki, you need to sue this woman too. And Nikki liked it. Right. So then she said, she posted that the Barb sent her lawyer folders of evidence. So she thanked them. So she's saying that she's going to sue me. That's really what she's hinting at. I wish she would just do it. I have a French bulldog. Her name is Mary Jane. I'm going to set up her a bank account, put all my coins in her name, and then Nikki can come after me for $0.00. That's how it's going to go.
Nosy, I can't. Nadine, sound off. Nosy's crazy.
I'm gonna give my coins right to my daughter, my Mary Jane, and she can and come out and then she can sue me. Go ahead.
Oh my God, that's funny. I'm pretty sure Nikki is listening now. But what she has to understand is she's talking about somebody else's child. But what about her child? No one's going to want to play with her child. Her child is not going to be able to go to a basketball game, to the park, because parents are going to keep away their child from her child because the father is convicted. I won't say name, but it's convicted.
So Nadine, you're saying that Nikki's problem is going to get worse when they get older and go to school and kids are going to find out what happened?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure she's hearing it and she's watching Nosy and knowing what's going on, and she's following her everywhere she's going. So she's probably in the room hearing all of this right now. So no matter what you do, you can't blame anybody else but herself. She picked up a man who she know that is a problem for her future. And you're going to stick with this man, you're going to have to stick with his problems.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
And with Ray J, I absolutely believe 100% believe him. But the thing is, Ray J, I think, was just loyal, and all the men's been loyal to these KKK. But at the end of the day, look at the guy that she was dating, that football guy. He never looked back at them, and he never said anything.
Reggie Bush.
Yeah, he never looked back or said anything about her. Ray J did the same thing, and he cut his losses. But now they're bringing up all these things. It's affecting him, and although he's a guarding tool, guess what's happened? He's taking action, and he's the one who brought her up. He's gonna pull them back down. And as a mother, I could never ever in 100 million years.
No mother could. No mother can. That's crazy.
Watch my daughter.
It's ridiculous. Something's wrong with Chris. Listen, Nadine, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate the call.
Absolutely.
Take care. Okay, I want to say this. I know, Nosy, you're not scared of Nikki, but we don't need any lawsuits going around here. Okay, Nikki,
it's me. I said it. You didn't say it. I said it.
No, I don't want her to sue you either.
Oh, I'm not.
What I'm saying to Nikki, if you're watching, Nikki, you can't keep attacking people because of your husband's situation. And as Nadine brought up, it's something that you're going to have to continually deal with, but don't go after people like Garcelle, like Nosy. Like, these people are just living their lives and minding their business and reacting to public things that they hear, and they're all allowed to do that. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but at some point, Nikki, you can't attack the world. You just can't. You're going to have to deal with it. I mean, Diva, you got any suggestions? What should she do? It upsets her when people talk about it, but they're going to keep talking about it.
They are going to keep talking about it. You know that saying, I think it says, you made your bed, now you got to lay in it.
Mhm.
She got to lay in it. You chose him. And like your caller just said, when you married him, you married his problem. And so you're going to have to find a way to navigate it with this problem in a healthy way, though, because it's very unhealthy. Like every time you are you sitting up all night just looking at videos? And then when they mention your name, you like coming after them? Yes. And you're never going to get any sleep because this is going to be an ongoing situation. And unfortunately, I didn't even think about the ramifications that's going to happen to the child. But she is correct, right? Because people they kind of scary about sending their kids to sleepovers and birthday parties anyway. So imagine your kid is having maybe a sleepover or a birthday party, and now it's known what your husband did. A lot of people are not going to go and dig up all the details of it and try to make a decision. They're just going to hear that he has to register as such, and they're going to make a decision. And the decision, no matter how nice your kid is and you are, they're going to be like, sorry, you can't go.
At some point, Nikki, you gotta just accept this is where you are. You can't fight the world. And maybe you need to apologize to Garcelle because she's not even like that. She's not that kind of woman. She's real docile. Harry, what do you got to say?
No, the only thing I got to say is about this with the Nikki thing. I feel like this guy didn't get this baggage after they got married. Mm-hmm. She accepted him with this baggage, right? I mean, whether you can say it's true or false, I don't know. It's not even gonna go there with that. But if you accepted that in your thing, why is it an issue now? Just accept it that this is what you said I do to.
Yeah.
Lay down, do what you do, and just move on. And because people are gonna have their opinions regardless.
And she's got a kid. At some point, it's gonna start affecting the kid. You gotta watch how you handle this situation. Nosy, what are your last words?
Nikki can't have any sleepovers at her home anyway because her husband is a registered offender. He's not allowed to be around children who are not his own. So Bear cannot have any sleepovers. Now, he can probably go to a sleepover. Kenneth can't drop him off because he can't be around children that are not his own.
So this problem ain't going nowhere. You're right, Diva. I didn't even know that. Go ahead.
He can't be around children that are not his. He can't pick them up from school. He can't go back to school. Nothing. So I mean, this is what she linked herself to. Papa Bear is gonna have a lonely little life that's real sad, but that's what Nikki chose. She should have stayed with that race car driver or something. I don't know. Other than that, Nikki is watching right now because she follows me everywhere that I go. So hi, Nick. I hope everything's well and waiting on that lawsuit, sis.
No, please don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that, Nosy. We are not waiting on a lawsuit, Nikki. We want you to come to terms with this is your situation, and you cannot fight the world. You just can't. And people, you're a public figure, and people are going to talk about it. It is what it is. And if you keep it up, it might affect your child when he gets older because, you're just not going to be able to stop everybody from talking. And it
affect her too, Sherelle. She's going to stress herself out.
Yeah, that too. Anyway, Nosy, it's always a pleasure. You always have an open invitation. You're one of my favorite people on the internet. I ride with you. You are too much. Thank you for coming on. Diva, Perry.
Yeah.
Good show. All right, y'all. Please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. It does a lot for my videos. On 3, everybody, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.